Welcome to the SharePoint 2016 End User Training Series. In Series 3, we focus on document management. So this training course is targeted specifically at the end user and will help you to understand how to manage documents in Microsoft SharePoint. So we begin with Lesson 1, Why Manage Documents in SharePoint. So first of all, let's consider some questions. Do you ever wonder who has the latest version of a file? Do you find that you have many copies of a file due to it being sent back and forth as an email attachment? Do you ever become confused about which is the latest version? Would you like to know if the file has been updated lately? So these are all common problems that we have when we work with file shares and email. So what can SharePoint do? Well, with SharePoint, documents are stored in what's called a document library. A document library is an app that comes with a SharePoint site. With document libraries, documents can be shared instead of emailed. So instead of emailing an attachment to somebody else, I share the document with them. What happens is that person will receive an email within which there'll be a hyperlink to the document. And when that person clicks the hyperlink, it will take them to the original document. So this way, everybody's working off the same document and everybody's working off the latest version. So now we have one version of the file stored in one location. And because of this, collaboration is possible. So SharePoint has a feature called co-authoring, which allows multiple people to open the same document at the same time and make changes, seeing one another's changes as they're made. You can track updates to the document using version control. And you can access those documents from anywhere as long as you have internet access. Access to the document library is managed by the site owner. So SharePoint has specific features that aren't available in a file share. There's a feature called inline preview, allowing you to look at your documents without actually opening the desktop application. There's a feature called co-authoring, which allows multiple people to work on a document at the same time. You can check a document in and out, just like you check a book in and out of a library. If a document is checked out to you, then others won't be able to edit it. There's a feature called version control, which allows you to store all versions of one document in one place, and you can go back through those versions if you want to see a previous one. You can compare versions with one another, and you can even take an old version and restore it as the current one. You can set alerts on documents so that you receive an email notification if anybody else makes a change. You can tag documents with keywords, making them easy to find. There are views in the document library and you can customize them to display more or less fields. And SharePoint permissions determine who has access to the documentation. So here's the list of lessons that are covered in Series 3. It's a series of short videos. They shouldn't be any more than 3 or 4 minutes long, but if you watch them in sequence from 1 to 23, you'll have a very good understanding of how to manage documents in SharePoint.